Shall we begin?
Sir, sure, we can.
Thanks, man. Thanks. All right, everyone. Welcome to Seduce Mentors. I have Sagar with me. Sagar is 99.95% error CAT 2020. Sagar, I'm not going to take a lot of time. I know you have a lot of things to tell people. We will begin with your introduction first, and then we'll go step by step in this video. Over to you, Sagar.
So yeah, guys, I'm engineering from NIT Warangal, and like talking about my background, I have like 93% in 10th, and then 88% in 12th, and 80% in my graduation till now. So yeah, that's a basic introduction about it.
Okay, and you are still in the last year. You are not yet done with your graduation, right? You're still doing the graduation. And the best thing about Sagar is that Sagar is yet to be graduated from NIT Warangal, and he has scored 99.95 percentile. Pretty interesting, यार, because होता कैसे lot of time हमें लगता है कि CAT के लिए 2-3 attempt की जरूरत है, and पहले attempt में होगा नहीं. So you cracked, rather you nailed it in the first attempt itself, which is 99.95. So Sagar, just tell us, तुम्हारा प्रेपरेशन कैसे था? तुमने कौन से मंथ में तुमने अपना प्रेपरेशन स्टार्ट किया, and how your journey has been till now? Over to you, buddy.
So firstly, I'd like to say that मुझे भी वही, like I had the same notion that I'll not be able to crack in the first attempt. My seniors told me, the videos told me that you will need work experience, you will need 2-3 attempts to crack the CAT. But like I'd like to say that if like you have a fixed goal and all, if you are focused, then you can do anything. Like there's no such thing as some limits and all. So like talking about my basic journey, like how did it started? Firstly, like I was sure that I want to study more, I want to learn more, but I was not sure like what I want to do actually. Do I want technical field, or do I want to go into management or something else? So I started exploring, and then once I stumbled with my senior, like he was preparing for CAT also. So I talked to him, I like inquired about basic curriculum, what should we like study and all. So he told me that there are 3 sections and then you have to do that and that. So I thought like this is pretty much basic knowledge. Like I don't have to study much, but this knowledge will test my aptitude in general sense. So I thought that my aptitude was good from my school days. So I thought that it will be a good idea to go ahead with this. And then I talked to like more seniors and all. And then once I saw the books of CAT, the standard books by Arun Sharma sir, I thought that I should go ahead with it. So yeah, so that started I think in the month of March 2020 itself. Before that, I had no idea about CAT, like what is CAT and all. So from that time, I got an idea, and main preparation began after the lockdown, like in the month of April, I'll say. So during that time, like what I used to do was I got the books of Arun Sharma sir, and then I like devote my 1 hour each day to no. Firstly, what I did was I gave a free mock from a website, and that in that mock, like I got around 28 marks out of 300. That was my starting point. In verbal, I got negative marks. In points, it was decent. In LRDI, it was single-digit marks. It was something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, from that I got to know that my verbal is the weakest part, and I knew it initially also because I hated reading. Like I didn't read even a book till I started my CAT preparation. I hated reading. I can watch movie. I can like listen to content podcast, but I can't read at all at that time.
It happens. It happens.
So I understood that my verbal is the weakest. So like I started searching about how should I improve my verbal and all. So the first thing I came forward was the reading habit. You need a good reading habit to have a good verbal score. So from that, like for reading habit, first thing was I like asked my friends who are good at reading some good book recommendations. Then I started reading books, and then in the first 3 months, like I was like lucky enough because due to lockdown, I had no exams, I had no college, so I had a lot of time to read. So in the first 3 months, I'll say I read about 40 books. So like that was a huge achievement for me. Like from being no reader, like not reading at all, and then going to that was a like great achievement. And that actually motivated me that I can do it. Like if I can do this, then I can do everything. Like I was like that at that level. And with that also, like I knew my quants was good from starting. So side by side, I used to give a bit of time to my quants. Like someday I'll give 1 hour, someday I'll give 2 hours, depending on the time that I have. So I never left any section. Like in like LRDI also, I kept solving at least 5-6 puzzles daily from.
Okay.
So like my practice was going on for all the 3 sections like in parallel. And like I was like giving a mock 15 days for initial, like in the month of May, June, I was giving mock every week or 15 days, once in a 15 days. So I'll know like which section is weakest, which is improving, which is not improving. And each time it was like same, my BRC was the weakest. So like I made a timetable, what will I do actually. So first thing in the morning I decided that I'll do my weakest section. So I'll wake up and then I'll uh, pick up a book, then I'll read for daily for about 3-4 hours at least. I'll read books, I'll read news also. In that I'll read articles from various websites. So I did that, and as I like my preparation went ahead, my scores improved in BRC. In quants I was good, so it was constant. They were not decreasing, they were not increasing also, but they were constant. And in LRDA they were improving a bit.
Okay, so you started
As I moved ahead in the month. Sorry,
I'm sorry, there's a little lag, so I will have to bear with that. So you started with the month of April on a serious note as far as your preparation is concerned, and reading is something that you actually started with, because
yes,
again, Charlie's book padna, it's not that easy thing. And again, it needs huge willpower, at the same time motivation, and
yes,
not
yes.
many people can do. 40 पन्ने पढ़ने के बाद भी बच्चे बोर हो जाते हैं. So
Yes,
kudos to you for that, man. So how did you? So we understood.
Tell you, like there was a time like being a non-reader, I was like I used to read book after 20 pages. I used to fall asleep at that place itself. And then again I'll wake up and then I was like, no, I have to read it. So again I'll start reading, and there was a phase like that.
Perfect. So what happened with your preparation as and when you move ahead? So April, May, June. Like how many months you actually took to finish up with the basics of LRDI, probably verbal and quants?
So like I'll say, like I didn't focus much initially on the finishing the curriculum. I focused a lot on building habits of studying a lot and then reading a lot. Right. So I didn't focus much, but like as the month of July approached, I think I finished the basics of like all the three, because in the month of July I started attempting RCs, and then I started reading more and more articles. I gave less time to book reading because I knew that I had a reading habit now. So I can attempt RCs, then I can go ahead with the questions and all. So I think I covered my basics of all the three sections.
Okay. Perfect. So Sagar, you come from a background, you are an NITian, and you come from a background wherein you have given a lot of aptitude tests or something like that, right? So that has always been a kind of a plus point for you. Okay. But let's just say there are so many people, there are so many students in the market, Sagar, wherein they have no idea. जैसे कुछ engineers भी है, कुछ non-engineers भी है, इन्होंने mocks नहीं लिखे होते हैं, इन्होंने aptitude भी नहीं दिया होता है, and you made a mention that you have been good at aptitude, since your schooling or your junior college level. You being a successful student right now who scored 99.95 in CAT 2020, what is your advice for kids out there? You first finish up decent amount of syllabus, understand what you know, understand what you don't know, then write a mock, or just write a mock and then think about it. What's your take on it as a mentor?
So like first I'll say that before starting your preparation, give a mock. In that you will know where you are strong at, and then where you are weak at, where you need to work more, and where like you don't need to work at all, or like where you are good at, where you can score. Okay. So that's what I did, and that's the advice that I got from my seniors.
Okay. Fair.
First give a mock and analyze that which section is the weakest, and then start working on that first. Because if you can improve your scores on the weak section, it will boost your confidence so that you can score more in other sections also.
Exactly.
So that's what.
Exactly. So that's the right set of approach. That those who are watching this video, you can understand even the toppers, they follow things which are logically done, because sometimes let's just say there are people in CAT 2020, right? They might have got 90 percentile and you are here at 99.95. तो एक होता है एवरेज बच्चा लोगों का कि यार टॉपर तो ऐसे लोग होते हैं जिनको तो कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत ही नहीं होती है, वो तो बैठ भी जाए तो भी पेपर निकाल लेते हैं, उनको तो मेहनत करने का जरूरत नहीं होता, वो तो इनहेरेंट टैलेंटेड होते हैं। तो भाई मेरे ऐसा होता नहीं है, ये बंदे ने बहुत ज्यादा स्लॉग करा है, he started with 40 books, he actually went on to do something against his natural habits, तो ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। तो टॉपर्स भी मेहनत करते हैं, मेरे ख्याल से टॉपर्स लॉजिकल चीजें फॉलो करते हैं, something which is a myth or something which is impractical ज्यादा भरोसा नहीं रखते हैं वहां पे। So moving ahead with your entire journey, Sagar, तो जुलाई में आपने पूरा का पूरा सिलेबस खत्म कर दिया था। August महीना, right, which is the month of August, did you kind of increase your level of mocks, like number of mocks, or you were still like 15 days में एक mock देना है?
Sir, in the month of August, I think I was giving one mock every week, like not more than that.
Okay.
In August, from September, I increased the frequency of mocks. Till August, I was like 1 week mock is good.
How many mocks you gave, Sagar, in total? CAT तक कितना mocks दिया आपने?
So like I like giving mocks, so I think I gave around 40 to 50 mocks in total.
Perfect. I told you now, there is another student of CDC Mentors, Kevela wrote around about 50 mocks. No, Kevela wrote around about 20-30 mocks, and मेरे ख्याल से there is another student, he wrote around about like 5 to 10 mocks and got 99.2, and Kevela got around about 99.93. But एक चीज तुम लोगों में common है, एक चीज तुम लोगों में common है, that you guys enjoyed giving mocks. You guys loved giving mocks, because I wanted to kind of tell students out there, people feel that if you keep on giving mocks, your scores will improve and eventually your CAT score will be much better. So I wanted to tell people कि mocks देना important है या analyze करना important है, या फिर ऐसा है कि बस mock देते जाओ without analyzing और तुम्हारा score बढ़ते जाएगा. Can you just focus a little bit on this myth? I mean, according to me it's a myth, but then you can tell them better. Over to you.
Sir, like mocks तो important है, like सबको पता है.
Right.
But second part is analysis is also important. Like मैं starting में कैसा था, I was like I was giving, but I was not analyzing them properly. So I was not knowing like what I'm doing correct and what I'm doing wrong. So like my mock score was up at plateau. It was not increasing. It was not decreasing also, because I was working, but it was not increasing because I was not analyzing that what I'm doing wrong. So I was like repeating the same mistakes again and again. As soon as I started analyzing them properly, like spending time on like how should I approach this question? How should I approach this RC? What is the level of difficulty of that RC, or what is the level of difficulty of that puzzle and all? I got to know that where I'm making mistakes actually, and then what I'm doing right. So what I'm doing right, I used to note both of the things in a diary, that I'm doing this good and I'm doing this bad. So that before giving a mock, I'll go through the previous mock analysis to see like to follow the good habits and then to avoid the bad habits, and to convert those bad habits into actually good points.
Okay.
So I used to follow that. So analysis is also very important along with giving mocks.
Right. So because what happens was, because newbies, right? Like people who are newbie, like entering into CAT right now, यार पंगा ये होता है कि बच्चों को ऐसा लगता है कि just give mocks and you are done. So and then people think about like 30, 40, 50, 70, 80 mocks देना है और फिर हमारा IM हो जाएगा. One question I want to ask you: how did you decide how many mocks you will end up giving, or you just went on to give mocks till the time you were enjoying them?
So like I had a future vision that I always planned that at what stage I will be giving how much mocks in a week. So like I calculated in a rough sense that I'll be giving 50 plus mocks. Okay. So yeah, it was planned, that it was not random that I am liking it, that's why I'm going on. I planned each and every mock that I'll give it at that time, at that date. I made a proper schedule where I marked this is the mock day, this is the analysis day, this is the rest day. So it was all planned. But in the last weeks, I think because of the pressure, I gave a bit lesser mocks, but it was still a good amount of mocks.
Okay. So basically, यार mock का number decide नहीं करेगा कि आप एक्चुअल में 99 प्लस जाओगे या नहीं जाओगे, आपको एनालाइज करना है अच्छे से और उससे आपको सीखना है बहुत सारा. I think that's what Sagar meant to say. Now, Sagar, I'm going to ask you a very important question, by the way. You are an engineer, I'm a commerce guy. So, हर बार ऐसा कहा जाता है कि हम engineering 2 दिन में या 3 दिन में पढ़ के निकाल लेते हैं, right? Even commerce का भी same हाल है. Theory ज्यादा होता है तो बच्चे लोग रट्टा मार के निकाल लेता है. जो टॉपर है उनको छोड़ देते हैं. And you know what, Sagar, ये mindset बन जाता है कि CAT भी हमें ऐसा ही देना है. What is your take? जो इंजीनियरिंग या कॉमर्स में जो हम पढ़ाई करते हैं, राइट, 2-3 दिन 2 महीने, डू यू थिंक वो अप्रोच कैट के लिए सही है या फिर कुछ अलग चीजें जरूरी है?
सर बेसिकली इंजीनियरिंग के एग्जाम्स हम क्यों देते हैं? बस पास होने के लिए. वहां पास हो गए, अगले दिन सब भूल भी जाते हैं हम. उसका तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता अगले दिन क्या होगा.
राइट.
बट कैट क्या है, लाइक इट्स मोर ऑफ अ माइंडसेट, इट्स मोर ऑफ हैबिट्स व्हाट यू आर डेवलपिंग ओवर योर प्रिपरेशन. So, अगर 2 दिन में कोई हैबिट नहीं बनती, किसी को भी पता है किसी का माइंडसेट नहीं बन सकता 2 दिन में. वो लाइक लॉन्ग रन में है. अगर तुम वही चीज बार बार कर रहे हो, बार बार पढ़ रहे हो, वैसे ही तुम सिमुलेट कर रहे हो एनवायरनमेंट, तो ही जाके तुम वो डेवलप कर पाओगे और फाइनल डे पे वो कर पाओगे. क्योंकि कैट इंफॉर्मेशन एग्जाम नहीं है. कैट को फॉर्मूलेस चेक नहीं करना है तुम्हारे. कैट को तुम्हारा मेंटल लेवल चेक करना है कि तुम कहाँ पे हो, तुमको कितना समझता है, क्या आता है, क्या नहीं आता है. So वो तुम्हारा ओवर द पीरियड ही डेवलप होगा. एट द लाइक फटाक से कुछ डेवलप नहीं होगा. तो लॉन्ग रेस ही. अगर तुम अच्छे से कंसिस्टेंटली दिन में थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रिपेयर करके 5-6 आवर भी जा रहे हो, तो 5-6 मंथ भी जा रहे हो, आई थिंक, तो ही जाके कुछ अच्छा होगा. इंस्टेंटली इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. लाइक बहुत ही नहीं.
इट्स अ $1 billion एडवाइस मैं तुझे बता रहा हूँ. मैं पिछले 2-2.5 साल से टॉपर्स का इंटरव्यू लेता हूँ. सागर, यू आर द फर्स्ट गाय who said something which is way different than the others, and you said that CAT is more of habits, and definitely it is all about habits. It's all about your mental status on the D-Day. How do you handle your EQ? जो मैं भी कहते रहता हूँ मेरे वीडियोस में all the time. But ठीक है, जिसको समझता है, जो स्टूडेंट्स जिसको अप्लाई करते हैं, they are at a good advantage. And that's a very wise advice, that CAT is all about your habit, and that is the reason you should not be taking it the way you have taken your 10th, 12th and graduation. You need to be a little bit different as far as CAT is concerned, अगर क्रैक करना है तो. Now, from here I'll ask you another question. बहुत बार मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है बच्चों से कि सर CAT में मुझे 100 क्वेश्चन आएंगे या फिर 72 आएंगे, 76 जो भी है, कितना क्वेश्चन पे मुझे IM मिलेगा या फिर कितने स्कोर पे मुझे IM मिलेगा? स्कोर वर्सेस परसेंटेज जो हमारे दिमाग में चलता था ग्रेजुएशन में, यार इतना कर लो, इतना आ जाएगा, निकल जाएगा. Do you think that's the right approach for CAT?
नहीं सर, लाइक वो all depends on the situation of the level of difficulty. So तुम कोई भी स्कोर पे परसेंटाइल फिक्स नहीं कर सकते. That's not at all a thing. You can predict कि इतना डिफिकल्ट होगा तो इतना स्कोर आना चाहिए और इतना इजी होगा तो इतना स्कोर आना चाहिए, बट तुम फिक्स नहीं कर सकते कि मैं इतना स्कोर करूंगा तो मुझे इतना परसेंटाइल आएगा. It all depends on the D-Day, on the level of exam. So you have to adapt to the scenario. So you can't fix something. So score versus percentile is good for prediction, but you can't fix your score based on that only.
True. That's very true, because that's a very simple thing, Sagar. So if we talk about, let's just say there is a, I don't know, I mean, like I don't really agree on these things, but there is this funda in the market that 50% पेपर अगर आप कर लोगे बन जाएगा. मतलब if you get 50% of the marks out of 300 or whatever 210 whatever that we have, you get 99%. And somewhere down the line, I feel people who genuinely score above 99 never do all these things. They only focus on their paper and their preparation and they get through actually. तो मेरे ख्याल से जो भी बच्चा ये वीडियो देखता है, 70 वाला हो, 80 वाला हो, 90% वाला वीडियो बच्चा हो, यार एक चीज समझ लो कि ये इतने सारे बच्चे जो यहाँ पे फोड़ के आज बैठे हैं, ये लोगों ने कभी टारगेट नहीं रखा कि मेरे को 110 120 लाना है. दे ओनली फोकस ऑन देयर प्रिपरेशन. परफेक्ट ग्रेट. सागर, एक चीज मुझे पूछनी है. वी आर नाउ मूविंग अहेड विद योर D-Day नवंबर का. ऑन द D-Day, how did you manage yourself? Because pattern change हो गया था, verbal बहुत ज्यादा टफ था. I am very sure मेरे verbal के वीडियो से तुझे हेल्प हुआ होगा थोड़ा बहुत. I am very sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but in this video we'll talk more about your preparation and तूने कैसे छोड़ा. So on the D-Day, Sagar, how did you manage your emotional quotient? What was your strategy on the D-Day?
सर लाइक मैंने मॉक्स बहुत ज्यादा दिए थे तो मैंने
Right.
स्ट्रैटेजी तो फिक्स कर ली थी कि मैं हर एक सेक्शन आई विल अप्रोच ईच सेक्शन so
Okay.
but D-Day was a bit different like the exam was not at my place. I have to travel outstation because I am at a small town, so I have to travel outstation and go to a city. I went at my friend's house, and then when I woke up at the next day, my head was a bit I had a bit of headache, we can say.
Okay. Okay.
So I went through the basic things. I had a breakfast, good breakfast, and then I bathed and all. But when I reached center, it was getting increased. वो बढ़ते ही जा रहा था, it was getting increased. So like I went into the center, I think 40 minutes before that. And into the center, I like started doing the routine things that I used to do before each mock. That I'll think about the mistakes that I have committed, and I'll like try to find out the try some ways so that I can. And that like instruction started 15 minutes before the exam. You do that, log in, put your ID and all.
Okay.
So as soon as the paper came in front of me, all the headache, all the things were gone. I was my action mode where I have to perform. I have to see the question and I have to solve. So I think that developed because of me giving mocks in a really serious mode. So my brain got trained into that. As soon as I see the question paper on the screen, I have to understand that and I have to solve that. I have to react based on that. And the verbal was tough, but I think like there was nothing as such in my mind. I have no my was slot 2 exam. I have not seen the analysis of previous lot, so I have no idea about which section is tough, which section is easy. So I was like, it is same as a mock. I have given a lot of mocks. I have performed good, so I have to repeat that itself. So I was reading RCs. I was as I did, and then as I told you that I scored negative in my first exam, and in that tough paper I scored 99 percentile plus in my VRC. So like it didn't depend like what was the difficulty level. The main thing was I was seeing the questions and then I was solving it based on what I'm getting, what I'm understanding. So I did that. In LRDI also, I did the same thing. I followed my strategy. I selected good sets. But what happened in the LRDI was in one set, I got stuck. The set was of 6 questions. And then I got stuck after solving 4 questions. So I left that after 4 questions. I went into the other set. That was easy. I solved all the 4. And then I went into other. I saw. And when in the last 10 minutes, I think, or 7-8 minutes, I came back to the set that I left. So I solved, but in the hurry, I think I committed a small mistake. Due to that, both the questions got incorrect. And in the last 30 minutes, I realized that I have committed the mistake. And I was into pressure in those last 30 seconds. Like because of that, those 2 questions were gone. I will get instead of +6, I'll get -2. And I think that was like a deep grave for me. What I needed in the next section, that was my strong point. Quants was my strong point. I knew that I can score good in quants. So what I did was for the initial 1 minute, I didn't see even a question. I was like, settle down, everything is okay. It has happened before, it will happen again. You can score again. I was like that for 30-40 seconds. I didn't even see a question. And then I again went into my routine mode. I saw the question, I solved it again. I saw the question, I solved it. But after coming out of the exam, I was of the mind that because of LRD, I have screwed up my quant. Under the pressure, I have scored bid in my quant. But after seeing the result, I realized that was because of the mistakes in LRDI, I was a bit more careful in my quant section. And I think because of that, out of 26 questions, I think I solved 23. And out of that, only single one was incorrect, and all of them were correct.
Perfect.
So this has never happened to me in my mock also. So that was a good thing that I realized after my seeing the result. So the thing that helped me was to see the question and react, and not to go into preconceived notions or something. So I think that's how I manage my stress.
Perfect, man. Perfect. Brilliant. You know, it's actually a treat, to listen to you guys, who are scoring 90 plus. because it's actually really good to kind of understand that how you guys manage that 2 hours, which is going to be game changer. Like so you stood a bit in DIR, but you actually came back. And मेरे ख्याल से Sagar, all these things you learned actually all these things via your mocks, by analyzing them very well. And one more thing that I want to talk about, Sagar, is that you have followed me, you have seen all the videos, a lot of lectures I have taken. हर एक lecture में मैंने ये भी कहा था that your level of difficulty is going to be the game changer on the D day, which will decide your accuracy. So मेरे ख्याल से you were spot on कि मुझे आता है तो मैं उठाऊंगा, नहीं तो मैं छोड़ दूंगा. So that was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Now one more question to you. There are a lot of people, they don't understand कि level of difficulty कैसे हम gauge करेंगे या फिर level of difficulty हमको समझ में कैसे आता है. What's your answer to them? Like if they really want to understand कि भाई LOD कैसे समझ में आएगा?
Like if you are serious about CAT and you have been like giving mocks and you have been preparing about that, after seeing a question and then spending 20-30 seconds, you will know what is the level of this question. I had some questions that I can just see and I can take the answer within like 20-30 seconds. But there are questions I know that I'll need to work hard on that.
Exactly.
So from that, you will understand what is the level of that question. And for tough questions, what I did was I marked them and then move forward. I didn't spend much time on that. As like I have been following that. So there is no such thing as no such formula as that in 30 seconds if you can. It is easy and all. But if you are practicing enough and giving mocks, you will understand by yourself that this is a easy question or this is a tough question. Because you will like there is a algorithm behind solving each question. You have to apply that formula. You have to do that calculation. And if you are seeing a question and you can like easily get that algorithm, you can. That's an easy question. But after seeing a question, you are not getting a clear algorithm like what to do. That's a tough question, I think.
See, what I love about you, Sagar, is you are so bloody practical towards your approach. जैसे मैंने तुझे कहा कि LOD कैसे लोगों को समझता है, लोगों को लगता है it's a science जो समझने की जरूरत है. But you said 2 things which are very important. Number one, जो तेरे दिल से निकला, if you are serious about CAT, वो चीज बहुत नहीं होता है बहुत बचपन. Exactly, because what we are now talking, Sagar, is a very deep thing. Because you start, you do the basic, you do the advanced level, then you kind of redo the things, then you do the revision. But yeah, when you are serious about CAT, then only you will kind of hunt for these things. यार LOD कैसे gauge करेंगे? Because LOD जम गया तो selection of questions सही बनेगा, accuracy सही आएगा, मेरा score तो ऐसे ही boost होना है. So number one is you got to be serious about it. Number two, you have to do heck lot of practice. You do heck lot of practice. You see the question on the screen, it gives you a ring that you know what, I can do this. You pick it up, you nail it. Awesome, great. So Sagar, मजा आ रहा है तुझे interview कराने में because you're talking something, because I feel that I am watching my video after so many months. But great man. So quant was the verbal was the weakest section जहाँ पे आप minus पे गए थे, and you nailed it like a pro. Just by understanding this practical stuff. Now, one more question I want to ask you, Sagar. You are a fresher.
Yes.
But you're very bold and you're very courageous, to be very honest. This is something I really want to, give it to you because you deserve it. So be really bold and courageous enough to, have this journey along with your engineering and this score 19.95. How did you keep yourself motivated during this journey? Like, are you somebody who went behind or ran after the fake motivation, or you were like, कि नहीं यार ये CAT का जरूरत है, ये करना है तो ये करूंगा ही करूंगा? What was your approach, Sagar?
So initially, so like when I started preparation, I needed a lot of like I was first thing I got motivation from was my placement, college placement.
Right.
I sat for a company. It was my first interview, and the profile was software profile, and I know zero of coding. I just applied so that I can see what I can do.
Right.
And then in the 3 interviews, they were all like superb, and I got selected into that company. And I was like cloud 9 in that. I was motivated. I was like, even if I didn't prepare for a thing, and I can. And what if I am preparing for a thing seriously, and then I can do anything with that? So that was a huge source of motivation for me. And that happened in the month of June. I think that happened in the month of June.
Okay.
It was in the first week of our college placements. So that gave me a good confidence, that motivation that I needed to carry on. Because after initial 2-3 months, you feel like you are doing the same thing again and again. You are getting bored a bit. But another thing was like apart from this external motivation, I was getting internal motivation in the form of like completing the syllabus. If I am like doing something and I have fixed that, I will do that today. And if I'm completing it, that was a small win, which was motivating me in itself. Because if I can do this, I got more also. So that was also another thing, and that like completing that thing again became a habit, and again till the last it was a habit that kept me going. Even on the days if I'm feeling low, just I'll get up, I'll play a song. I had a habit of solving questions along with playing like songs at low volume. I'll play a song, and then my mind will kick in with in my habit of solving. So on the low days also I like leveraged my habits of solving and solving. So I think my that all motivated me. Like it
Very
was
jet.
mostly internal motivation only. I didn't had any source of motivation from outside. It was mostly my habits, and then my small wins and my performance that was
Right.
motivating me. Another thing was I was enjoying the process. I was like enjoying reading new things. I was enjoying reading articles. I was enjoying solving new puzzles. So that was also a good thing.
See, that is the reason I said, I don't want to talk about anything that helped you from my side, because I know your journey is so important that everybody should know out there, because you have changed yourself a lot. And that's the reason I always say that you are very courageous. And this is what I really love about you. I have no motivation to butter you up, but I love kids like you. मैंने तेरा mock पे लिया था IIM अहमदाबाद के लिए. You are an exact person. We talked about the interviews also जो तूने मुझे कहा था आपकी campus पे हुआ था. So see, that's what helps people to actually crack their goals and achieve them, because you got to be realistic. You need to fall in love with your CAT preparation, and as you rightly said, you got to enjoy the journey. वो बहुत जरूरी होता है. फटाफट रिजल्ट नहीं मिलता यार. 2 महीना बेसिक करने के बाद तुम तीसरे महीने में कैसे एक्सपेक्ट करते हो कि यार मेरे को 90% आ जाए? Not happening, boss, right? Beautiful. So it was more of a self motivation. So I got one question I'll ask you, buddy. When you were doing or when you were preparing for CAT, right? तुझे कहीं ऐसा लगा था कि बहुत इजी है, हो ही जाएगा, या फिर you knew it, ये टफ है but मैं कर सकता हूँ? What was your take on it?
सर इजी तो नहीं लगा था कभी, because the verbal section was always haunting me.
That's right.
इसमें क्या होगा I don't know.
That's
at the D-Day. But quant section, I was sure that if I keep practicing a bit also, it will be a scoring section for me.
Right.
But overall, CAT was not at all an easy thing. I knew that I needed to work hard for that. I needed to be consistent. That kept me going also. Like I knew that if I like falter upon it, if I sleep upon it and don't work upon it, then surely I'll be screwed up. Like my 3-4 months of preparation will be gone into vain. So that was also one thing that kept me going. Like it is a tough thing. You have to work for it. You have been working for it, and then keep going. You will do great then. So yeah, I'll not say it was an easy task. I always knew it is going to be a difficult thing. I needed, and then I worked for it.
You actually, to be very honest, CAT seems easy only if you are prepared very well for it. Otherwise, तुम 3 साल या 4 साल भी तो नहीं निकलने वाला है. Great. Now we'll talk about the final thing. How many calls you have? I think I'm very sure 20 IIMs का call होगा आपके पास. Do you have calls from SP Gens, MBI? Do you have, how many calls you have, man? Tell people how many calls you have.
I have, sir, all the calls from IIMs. I have call from SP Gen. MDI, I didn't apply to MDI. I have applied to FMS, and the shortlist is not out yet. I think I'll be getting call that call.
FMS is a short hai. I think IIM Ahmedabad is also short because we discussed about the interview. I think it's crossed, but yeah, I'm very sure that tera ho jayega IIM. You have a call from BNC also. Let's wait for it. Now, last question, rather second last question. How does it feel now after so much of mehnat and so much of hard work and so many mocks and all, Sagar, having that headache on the D-Day, which is not good, thing, because some people get superstitious. Fuck, मेरे को आज ही headache क्यों आया? मतलब मेरे लिए CAT नहीं बना है, something like that. How does it feel now, Sagar? Like, you're pretty young, man. You're not even like you were about to get graduate. How does it feel?
I feel like it was all worth it. Like whatever I did, whatever I slogged, whatever I learned, it was not just for cat. I have realized it is helping me a lot in the long run also. And then doing all that was really worth it. Like I can't like express like how good I feel now and what I felt at the time of preparation. At the
Okay.
time of preparation, I was constantly under pressure. I have to do that. I have to do this. If I don't do it, that will happen. And right now, when I think about it, like it was all a good experience for me. That gave me a lot of things to cherish, to learn.
Right.
So it was all, I will say, worth it in the end. The
Perfect.
more you work hard, the better you'll feel after working.
Exactly. This is what students should know. That cat is something that you can nail it, you can tame it, you can fucking crack it only if you study in the right direction and just keep all the things aside which makes you feel कि cat बहुत easy है, 2 महीने में हो जाएगा, 2 हफ्ते में हो जाएगा, right? There are a lot of people, Sagar, there are a lot of students जिनको डर लगता है cat से, उनको लगता है कि cat is not my cup of tea, मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा cat. चलो, you have nailed it, आपने 99.95 फोड़ा. बट एक अगर मैं एक नॉर्मल बच्चे के बारे में बात करता हूँ जिसको एमबीए करना है डिसेंट विजुअल से, आज मान लो वो 80 85 90 परसेंटाइल पे बैठा है, उसको 95 97 98 परसेंटाइल लेके आने हैं. एज अ मेंटोर या एज अ सीनियर, व्हाट इज योर पीस ऑफ एडवाइस फॉर ऑल दोस किड्स आउट देयर हु आर ट्राइंग फॉर कैट 2021? व्हाट यू वुड लव टू एडवाइस देम?
I'll say that instead of focusing on numbers, focus on the concept and focus on the you are developing in the process. It's not just numbers. If you are not getting numbers initially, it's okay. No one gets the numbers initially. But the things that you are learning from your mistakes, the things that you are learning from your books, from the concepts that you are learning are more important. So focus more on learning right now rather than on numbers. Numbers will come at learning. So I'll say that only, like focus more on learning and working in the right direction. The numbers will come automatically. Automatically. Don't worry about numbers much.
Perfect. And follow मेरे videos. Fine.
Yeah, sure. Like I'll like mention one thing that uh, uh, lap of my preparation, like 2 months before, I saw one of your videos on mocks analysis and the strategy related to mocks. And you mentioned a concept of pseudo mocks or something like that. I don't remember the name exactly, but I remember the concept. In that, you will have to like sit opening a mock, and then you don't have to solve anything. You have to judge if you can solve that question or not. And then you have to note it down that I'll solve this in 30 seconds, I'll solve this in 2 minutes. I did that, and that took hardly 10 to 15 minutes for each section. And after that, I had a time remaining for each section. What I did was the questions that I marked that I can't solve, I attacked those in that time because I had a free time. I can do whatever I want. So I attacked those. So, and after giving that mock and solving some tough questions, and then again, I had a sheet where I noted that I'll solve this, I'll solve that, I'll approach like this. I did that actually. I spent it 30-40 minutes on each section solving that. And that was like helping me to judge perfectly. I knew that I'm judging this question wrong, and I knew that I'm judging that question right. Sometimes it was like I judged the question difficult. But when I was solving inside the time of the mock, it was actually that concept of specific mocks was really helpful in the last lap of my preparation, I say.
Perfect. We also had a great experience with Sagar for GDPI, but we're not going to talk about GDPI as of now because this video is only going to be for CAT preparation, and I'm very sure he's going to convert ABC में से एक तो short है ही है. Then we'll call you on board again, and then we'll talk about GDPI, and then we'll talk about more on motivation. So Sagar, thank you so very much, buddy, for giving some time. I'm very sure ये video बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को motivate करेगा because इसमें in a very simple and in a very straightforward way, we have told people a lot of things, So thanks again. Thank you so much for turning up. And I wish you all the very best.
Thank you. You have been a lot of inspiration for me throughout this journey. Thanks to you. Thanks to you for bringing me forward. I like helping others. I have been getting calls from juniors each day. They ask me about how to study, how did you do that, how did you do that. And then you gave me this platform where I can like spread whatever I've learned to a larger audience. So I thank you for bringing me here.
All your hard work, you deserve it, man. You nailed it. You are a real hero. To be very honest, and I'm very sure that a lot of people, they will be following you, and they will be actually following whatever strategies that I've told them. As a faculty, if I tell them the strategies, they'll feel like, हाँ ठीक है faculty ना जाने दे. But with a student who has nailed 99.95, तो वो ज़्यादा एक sort of उनको लगता है कि नहीं यार अगर हम ये करेंगे तो हो ही जाएगा. But that's the whole purpose, and thanks a lot for coming today, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.